I'm just going to do a test of this control pad I charged overnight that I think is just sold. I hold the share button and the PS button until the pad flashes. It's now flashing. So click pair new device because I turned the Bluetooth on and the control pad's already showing up. So click on that. Pairing. Allow access to you, don't need that on, so just push pair. Right, that works, and that is the touchpad on the PlayStation Dualshock 4, and it's doing all the swipey swipes. And oh god, click the button on it, and it does the back button. And there we go. Right, let's drag that up. Highlight test circularity on. Let's just do all the buttons first. Alright, L2, oh, we got no, L1, let's go L1. Nope, L2. Where's the first one? X. X, circle, square, triangle. What's B for? Right, that'd be L1, R1, R1, and then L2 was the trigger, 100%, and they're the void's eye field for you. And that is all the way to the, where you got it? That's reaching 100, and then you've got, I don't know, a millimetre or half a millimetre left on the end of that run for pressing, so it's always going to hit 100% range on that. And this side, which would be R2, get 100% there, and then same sort of thing. Let me just see if I can look at it visually, get it to 100, and then look at how much sort of overshoot you got. Yeah, you got a little bit of play there. So you're always going to get 100% range out of those, now that I fixed them. B8, which would be share button, share, options, then what is it, L3, stick button, R3, and down, no, where is it, up button, right, up D-pad, B12, down B13, left B14, and right D-pad, which was the other issue that I had with this that I fixed. It feels slightly spongy because I put extra silicone around it because the I'm trying to rub something off my screen here. That's why it's moving up and down. Right, stop. B15, and if you scroll up down, tapping up down, it's not activating. Involuntary now, which was because the silicone was busted before, it was involuntary activating all over the place. But it's a consistent press, consistent. And what was PS button? That's it. PS button was the last button, and then the circularity test. That's it, and then that I think will now wind up to about 10.3%, so it was slightly smaller than the original test and repair I did to it, because I went back into this pad and did a double trim pot ohms resistance calibration on the single trim pots that I'd already had in there. So I desoldered them and stuck in doubles to try and make the circularity smaller yet again, and it came out successful. But the numbers didn't really reflect it. The dead spot numbers didn't really reflect it, but the average error did reflect it. It come out tighter. As you can see, it's just working its way up. 10.3 was the maximum I got out of it. And where you can see the red bloom positions, when I look at the pad, let me just look at the pad, that would be the shaft where on the actual stick shafts. So I turn the back position, it will lean back more than it will forward, and because people use their forward run position most often, I think I turn the sticks around so you'll get more life out of it. It's still, because it's a version 1 pad, it's old, it's not destroyed, it's still got life in it, and I think I turned the sticks round when I did the repair job. But as you can tell, centres are going back to that lovely 392, if not slightly larger every now and then. But alright, and what was the maximum dead spot side was the left stick, left to right was 07451, that would read maximum. 05882. See, even that is hard to produce. Oh, well, there it was. And it drops off, which is good. And 6667 on the right side of the stick. There's the 07451. And can I do it on the other side? There it is. And your aim stick is a lot better. The left to right was an 06667 max, and it's quite tight along that ridge there, so I couldn't go any smaller with the twin trim pot method of recalibration. O5s. See if it's down in that red sector, but that's, oh, there it is, 0667. But the red sector, that's not a tell of it as per se, because as I said, the stick is sort of worn on that back edge. So that must have been when I turned it round, so I get confused in some of the inner workings of these. Right, there's the 06, and then top to bottom, look up down, was 02745 max. So that's really good. 02745. And the left stick run forward and back position was an 05882, and that's still coming up. That's dropping right off. 196. And what is it in the back position? Don't tell me it's shifted slightly. 05882. I thought it stopped on the 07 there, but it didn't. Well, it's going down to 196. 2745. It's coming right back to centre, so yeah, that's about right. And it's not repeating the 0588. Well, there you go, that's all good. And if you ever get any problems with it, you can take it apart and tweak the little trim pots with a flat bladed screwdriver. That all works for you. Boop, boop. And it charged last night. That's the only thing I've noticed about this third party battery, is if I leave it for a couple of weeks and come back to it after I've fully charged it, it'll probably be dead. So it rapidly decharges on its own, but it will give you 6 hours 35 minutes constant play from full charge. That's all to report. Thank you for watching.